Whitlock and Wiley, joined by Jim Jackson and Steven Jackson. It's time for Dat Dudes Dudes. Marcellus, what you got?
Putting us both on the block. Ooh, got some big boys posted up, man. You know we got 3 plays right here. Let's start with our number 3 Dat Dude of the week, Justice Winslow. This is the Justice League right here. You can see the Heat beat the Hawks Monday night, 114, 113. Look at Bam Adebayo right here, comes down with the rebound. See you, nice little play right here, averaging over 6.5. And he gets the ball out to Josh Richardson. Pushes ahead of Justice Winslow. Look at him, jogging. Keeps progressing up the court as you get onto the ball to the big man. We're going to time to come in.
Finding.
Nice play right there, but let's see how this play really went down and the breakdown of it. First thing you can see is when we're watching the Heat here, a little magic in the air. I know we're watching the Heat, but this is a magical play right over Trae Young's eyes.
Little guy.
Little man, get your game up, get your height up. Disappearing act now. Ooh, what kind of play was that? Swaggy comes out. I didn't see that coming. Hit him with the play, but watch this. Watch the eye contact right here. Little blind flow. Ooh,
and one.
Miyagi, I have learned.
Bird box layup.
With the layup. Hey, you need to do this.
That was a good one.
That was a great one. Hey, Justice Winslow, you that dude. Number 3 of the week. Now let's go to our number 2 of the week. Suns forward Mikal Bridges, Phoenix Rising. All right, talking stick, Resort Arena in Phoenix. Oh, my God. Bridges brings it up. Big effort, sprinting after the turnover. 60 feet to make the steal. Bridges is fast. We also know that the ball moves faster than man, so watch this. Get that ball up the court. That in 3.1 seconds.
That extra effort.
Sean Holmes powers home the nice windmill jam. Now, the bench gang is loving it. And I meant gang. You see no fingers? Okay. You can see on the broadcast, Bridges, 19 straight games with a still longest active streak in the NBA, gets the ball up the court. Let's see the hustle play from Bridges first, and then we can see the powerful jam.
Can't teach
by
it.
Holmes. Sweet dime from Clipper great Jamal Crawford in the building.
Gotta get a Clipper. Gotta get a Clipper.
Suns still have the second worst record in the league, but they did beat the Lakers, so they got to be proud about that. That dude, number 2. And number 1, the Nets shooting guard Joe Harris. Training day right here. Beat the Mavs on Monday night.
Indianapolis.
Let's wild out in Brooklyn Zoo. Shout out to ODB, rest in peace. You can see, 4 men in the paint. What y'all doing? One of them dudes is 40 years old. What the hell? Stuck in the paint right there. You can see Jared Allen, kicks the ball out to Joe Harris on the wing. Man.
And bad.
Man. You got to close out on him, huh, Luka? Watch yourself. Got a little issue. Some people say you break your ankle. Sometimes you just roll your ankle.
They didn't teach him right. He's closing out with the wrong foot.
Good play right there. Well, I got a balloon for him. Get well soon, big dog. Because you know what? You went out there and got stutter-stepped right there.
They don't teach.
Tweaked it. Hey, Joe Harris, you know who you are. Not only 3-point champ, number 1, that dude of the week.
He nice.
Yeah, he nice.
All right, thank you, Marcellus. That was awesome. Let's move to a big NBA matchup from last night where the Celtics snapped out of their funk, blowing out the Warriors at Golden State. Gordon Hayward had one of his best games of the year, scoring 30. And after the game, Kyrie Irving said the long plane ride helped the team sort some of their issues out. Meanwhile, the Warriors came out flat, which has been a problem of late, and the 33-point home loss was the worst of the Steve Kerr era. Question here is, who's to say more about the Celtics or the Warriors? I'm going to lean the Celtics. They're showing signs of life.
Yeah, man, you get tired of fighting the world and then fighting yourselves, and finally you just fight together and play the game. And it looks like a team that even Kevin Durant went out there and said they're going to be fine in the playoffs. As Gordon Hayward gets his legs, you see Kyrie in a facilitating mode, getting the ball to Marcus Smart and Gordon Hayward. The confidence is going to rise at the right time when they get to playoff basketball. Wouldn't be shocked at all if you saw that team represent the East in the finals.
Yeah,
I'd be shocked.
I got Celtics, too. I think the way they moved the ball last night and the team they was playing showed, and the way they won showed them that they can get the job done. The Warriors, they've been looking bad. This is the worst they've looked at this part of the season in the last 2 years. I'm not worried about them, but this is not the team that we've seen the last couple of years. But definitely, that was a big game for Boston going into the playoffs.
I think it says a lot about both. And I say that because the challenge with Steve Kerr has been human nature. How do we fight it? How do I get my guys, after this long grind, to get up to play in the regular season? They haven't been able to find that out yet. And, yes, they can turn it up, but their bench, watch the game, is not as strong as it was in the previous year. So they got some issues they got to deal with in that regard. They're going to be fine, but yet and still it shows a lot about how challenging it is to continue to compete. And on Boston's side, their big thing was, I called the game last night. Coming on the road, this could bring us together as a team. Forget everything that happened before. Let's use this road trip as a way to reconnect with each other, to spend time with each other. And forget it, the wins or losses. How we play the game is what's going to matter. And watching how they played and how they supported each other, the bench players to the guys on the floor, it was just fantastic.
To that point, last year they closed out, sputtering. 10 of the last 17 they lost. You look at Golden State. After that 73-win season that didn't end up being a championship season, it just seemed like it clicked for this team that, it doesn't matter. We get into seeding. We could get to #1 seed, whatever way that may come. But let's just get in there and get it going. You see those issues. Can they hit the switch again?
Well, I mean, after you win 3 championships in the last 4 years, you know what you have to do coming to playoffs. You know that's a different level of basketball. So with the closers they have, with the MVP experience they have, they know when the playoff time comes, this team will be ready. The coaches won championships, 2 championship coaches over there. So this team will be ready, but at the same time, you don't want to go into the playoffs not playing well.
Yeah.
That's any team.
But they did it last year and they won.
They wasn't playing bad.
Yeah.
They wasn't playing bad. The way they playing right now,
the way they play.
even with adding Boogie, he's not even playing as well as they want him to play. All that stuff coming together, that's not the way you want to go into the playoffs.
Jim, I wanted to ask you, easy to get up to play Golden State. That's King Kong. And so Boston got up and played. Do you think they'll be able to sustain this feeling that they want to have on this road trip?
And that's a great point because Brad Stevens pointed it out. He said, listen, so we play the best team in the West the first game. What happens when we got to play Sacramento, okay? Who's fighting for their lives in regards to playoffs, okay? And the other teams on the road trip. That's going to be the telltale sign of how they react and how they respond. Is this a one-off game where everybody feels good, or do we carry this forward and continue? Because the way they played, especially at the beginning of the game, heck, that was a team we saw last year in the playoffs. Cutting, moving, unselfish. They
What
supported.
was Kyrie doing?
Kyrie was facilitating.
I talked to him actually yesterday before the game, and he texted me. We were just talking about the game. And I remember one thing he said it's our time. So they went into a game with a different focus. He went into the game with a different focus. I think they went into a more team focus than ever before, and I think it showed last night with all the assists they had, the way they were sharing the ball. And when Gordon Hayward can come off the bench and get 30 points, they can beat almost anybody.
All right, coming up, Josh Rosen's future in Arizona is in serious doubt. But is he really to blame for getting run out of town so soon? We get into that.